My greatest epiphany in life.
I've never had a massive enlightenment about life, but I think I've had a gradual changing and a gradual epiphany.
There's loads of like little instances where I've had something that cannot be explained, and that has allowed me to have something happen which has, from that point, changed my perspective or increased my faith, if you will.
They are daily if you're aware.
You're walking around a corner and suddenly an event takes place that changes your life. Consequently, it changes the lives of many others because, you know, we are all connected.
It was in the spring. I had gone through chemo and radiation for tonsillar cancer. My energy level was pretty low. It was a beautiful day.
She started getting these rashes all over my body that were really indescribable and undefinable, and I'd go see a doctor and he was like, I can't really attribute
I lost my mom after plastic surgery. She, a couple days later, developed a blood clot in her legs and died of a pulmonary embolism.
And pregnant, jobless, not homeless yet, broken up with my boyfriend at the time, who happens to be my son's father.
And while we were there, I felt compelled to leave and to go and pray in this place I usually pray at.
In a place where not much activity happens, there's not much entertainment in the evenings, so you spend a lot of time looking at the stars and the moon and thinking.
I was losing my education because they flat me out in the school. This caused me a lot of problem to go in the jail, and some people hurt me.
This voice outside my left ear said, as clear as daylight, 3 days.
A voice kind of came in my ear and said, you know, this might be as good as it gets, so you better get right with it. You better get right with it right now.
And it was at about midnight, and I just started sobbing.
Crystal words, like it was like water talking, pure water talking. It was a weird voice that I just understood wasn't lying. It was really weird. It's like hearing a voice like that just made me aware that that wasn't a lie, and it was never a spoken lie from this mouse.
I had seen one kid with cancer. I had seen a couple of kids with cancer, you know. I had never seen 30 kids with cancer, all in the same place.
It was the absolute truth. It was unadorned. And it hit me like a brick because there's a good chance that it wasn't going to get any better.
The epiphany was definitely the realization that I deserved something different, and realizing that, you know, life is too short to continue like sitting in these same patterns.
I just thought, you know what, this never touched the real me. It never touched my soul.
And then all of a sudden, on the roof, and I was like, ah!
But that was a 180. It was a...
It just came down. Be aware.
You end up building a whole life around, you know, one action, one reaction.
That man just changed my life.
The great findings that people make are usually simple observations. So Isaac Newton sitting under a tree, he has an apple falling in his head, and he has time to think, how did that happen? And I think that many, many discoveries are merely observing what you see in every day. And in normal life, in a Western scenario, you don't have time to think.
Because we take everything for granted. Everything for granted. I always did.
Today you're here, but tomorrow you might not be.
You know, we're all so much more powerful and resilient and intuitive than we've ever been told.
When I think back to that day of making that choice to go on, I think has been the best thing, because those things that happened yesterday, that happened to you 5 minutes ago, really don't exist anymore. And the only thing that keeps it alive is if you choose to keep it alive and keep it going.
With that sort of knowledge and understanding, you're able to just, I feel like, live the best life that you possibly can.
That epiphany that afternoon has been working for me every day, all day, ever since then, because this might be as good as it gets for you, you know, for the rest of your life.
I was a plant, but that grew my roots deep, and supplied me with a lot more strength for my life. I remember that story now and again and smile, and think, yeah, I've always got that. So.
Now everyone believe me, everyone want to be with me, everyone want to share with me. That is good life I want to live.
I think it was an angel. Oh God, I don't know.
I mean, true miracles in the last few years. True miracles.
One human being's experience can have such an impact on so many people.
That's true. Yep. It is an epiphany.
That's so true.